What's up, guys? This is Coach PJ for Fight Camp Conditioning, and we're going to go through a quick grip circuit that I do with a lot of my fighters. In this circuit, we're going to use a bunch of different types of grip, and we're going to work on not only building strength in all the muscles of the forearm, but we're going to work on the endurance of those muscles. So for you as a fighter or grappler, endurance is just as, if not more important, because we need those grips to last throughout the duration of your fight. So the first one we're going to do is a wrist roller. I made these wrist rollers with just some pipe that I bought from Home Depot. Drill a hole in it, get some string and tie it through, and then I tied a weight down to the bottom of the wrist roll. I like to do these over a bar, so it takes my shoulders out of it and I can just work my grip. So I'll start off with the wrist roll straight out, and I'm just gonna roll going forward. Really squeezing this wrist roller. I only have a 5-pound plate on here, so it's not that bad. I'll come all the way up to the top, and then I'll go backwards, going back down. Staying under control here. Once I get all the way to the bottom, then I'm gonna come back up the other direction. So now going backwards on the way up, and then forwards on the way back down. So I like the wrist roll a lot because it's actually working the stretching and shortening of the muscles, the concentric and eccentric actions of those muscles, instead of just the endurance. Then the next one, once my forearms are burning, I'm gonna go right into a bottoms up dumbbell hold. So I'm gonna grab the tops of these dumbbells. And we've got the hex dumbbells. So any type of hex dumbbell works really well for these ones. And I'm just gonna hold these and squeeze them. So it's gonna challenge my grip in a lot of different ways. What I like to do here is we're gonna actually do some alternating shrugs. So I'm gonna shrug my shoulders up and lower one at a time. So now we're incorporating all the muscles that elevate my shoulder blades, while also challenging my grip a little more dynamically. As I move, I've really got to make sure I have a good grip on here. So we're going to do about 20 reps of that, nice and slow, so 10 on each side. Then we'll shake that out, we'll come up to the pull-up bar. We're going to do some straight arm hanging. I love hanging stuff for my athletes, not only for grip, but also for the distraction forces at the shoulder. So really good for shoulder health, building some endurance in the muscles that now pull the shoulder blades down and depress the shoulder blade. So we can go double arm overhand. I always go thumb around when I'm doing grip work. I know a lot of fighters like to do the monkey grip, but I go thumb around to really work all the muscles through my forearm. And I'm just gonna hang. I like to do an active hang where I pull my shoulder blades down and I maintain this position. So we can start here, and I'll bring my feet out in front, really get my full body involved, my core activated, bringing my feet slightly out in front of me, and I'll hang. And we're gonna go for about 30 to 60 seconds, depending on the athlete. And then some of my advanced athletes will do some alternating hangs where they'll take one hand off. We'll go 15 to 30 seconds with one arm, and then they'll alternate. Or you can build up some time just alternating back and forth for a total of 60 seconds. And then the last one more grip here. Now we've got the towel grip. So this is gonna be a lot more familiar to some of you gi practitioners. We're gonna grab the towels. I got them around some kettlebells. You can use dumbbells, whatever you want. I'm gonna get a good grip on the towels here. I'm gonna pick them up. And now, if you don't have space, you can just do this in place and hold for a certain amount of time. I like to do a farmer walk, so I'm gonna grip them and I'm just gonna walk nice and slow, forward, and then nice and slow backwards. And I'll do that for anywhere from 50 to 100 yards, depending on how heavy the kettlebells are. So you've got the wrist rollers. I'll go one time up backwards, one time up forwards. Then we're gonna go to our bottoms up alternating shrug for 20 reps. Then you're gonna go to the double arm or single arm straight bar hang for 60 seconds. And then we're gonna get some towel grip, farmer's carry, forward and backward for about 50 yards. You'll rest at 60 seconds, and we'll go through that for 3 rounds. And that's gonna really challenge your grip endurance and your grip strength in a lot of different types of grip that are gonna be very specific to jiu-jitsu, grappling, and MMA.